Lord knows I'ma give it all I got. I'm never giving in. If I rise to the top, it'll pay off in the end. Sometimes I feel lost, I don't know where to begin. And trying to stop. Yeah. I can do this.
D-Bird just mentioned to me this idea of going out to a mansion in Texas and recording an album, and that's kind of right up my alley.
People who've never met before in real life, putting them in a house and saying you have this much time to create an album.
Okay, it is a real place, yes.
Hell yeah.
White Collar Rhymes is exactly what it says. It's just, people who work jobs and rap.
Online collaboration's great and stuff, but like the actual like feeling of being like in the moment and like creating like, yes, we got this, like let's go. And it's a feeling like nothing I've ever experienced.
White Collar bringing heat, we ain't even hit the peak.
It feels like we've known each other for years.
I've seen D-Bird on camera. I've seen his stupid little dab, and I hate it. I've seen Cody Nash, jittery and amped up when he's excited about, conspiracy theory he wants to talk about. I would have been more surprised if somebody behaved differently than what I've already come to know.
It's crazy to see you and you.
Soul of a golden god by my team, imagine the rapping and then wrote it off. No fraud, an MC and a sex beast. Trying to find a balance to the XL when I spread cheese. Yeah, I'm what the internet needs, but what the streets hate. It's my birthday, come blow the candle out on this beefcake. Stop lying, tell the truth. I am legend, this is the bar you measure to.
We didn't think this was real.
Maybe we should all just link up and do some music together.
How serious are we about putting together an album and then having it filmed?
To be honest with you, I have no idea what the last mixtape is.
This is the last mixtape. This documentary is the last
Oh,
mixtape.
is that what this is?
That's what it's called.
Hey! Ain't that a nice little visual?
Hey there, guys. Howdy. Only 29 minutes after intended start time, but we're here.
Sorry, I got a call.
Yeah, sometimes calls happen, and they're important calls.
So important. At the same time, nothing could be more important than our service to you, the community. Mwah. Love you, little babies.
Sometimes you guys are a little bit on the lower rung of the ladder, a little bit of a bottom rung type deal, but it's okay. We still love you. What's up? It is September. We last spoke, I believe, or did we speak? What was Sunday? Sunday was the first. Nope. Sunday was the third.
I was in Chicago on Sunday.
Last time we spoke, it was August, and now it is September. It is fall, according to the weather. It's been a relatively calm summer for me. I was mentioning to random strangers on the internet last week that in Texas, well, at least where I'm at, we didn't really hit 100 degrees except for like a couple times. And I got to watch the rest of the world melt in plastic. So I'm wondering how winter and fall is going to turn out. If we're going to get a lot of rain, a lot of snow and all that shit. But regardless, it's time to hit the roller coasters.
Let's roller coaster, baby. I'm ready for creepy clown season, personally. I want just straight up like everyone dressing as clowns with like little machetes popping out of bushes and shit. Nikki knows.
I'm excited for birthday.
Bird, are you a roller coaster guy?
Fuck no. I would literally take 10 shots in a row, then take a roller coaster.
As an avid roller coaster fan, I've always found it ironic and strange that I go to these places and I entrust my life to 16-year-olds who are just working a summer job, and they're in charge of these massive steel contraptions that flail me around at 60 miles per hour, and I'm just like, seems okay.
I don't know how you do it. All that shit's just been sitting out in the rain, getting rusted. One guy smokes a bowl of meth and then goes and kicks the machine every month until it opens. It's like, yeah, good to go. No, it's a death trap.
If meth is all it takes to get a roller coaster running, I'm good. I'm good with that. A little bit of meth never hurt a roller coaster in my book.
Unit says this song is his application to join when we make a follow-up documentary. Absolutely. Let's see if you make the cut. You get a chance to watch it yet? Let us know.
He has not because he's in Europe. We still need to sort that out.
Well,
We
for what
send
it's
them
worth.
hard copies.
Yeah, you can buy a hard copy on Amazon, and I think he was going to do that. Let us know.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever confirmed if that link worked, but yeah, let us know right now, Unit. That way we
we'll
can.
Shoop, shoop. Ship the one.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Oh wait,
what
terrorist.
happens is all of the EU requires subtitles in their own native language, which is just insane at the scale we're at. So that is a struggle, but more countries to open up soon, hopefully.
TBD. All right. It is subscriber night. Normally we listen to subscribers on Wednesdays, listen to their beautiful musics, give it ratings, 1 through 10, give it some thoughts, complaints, interjections, feedbacks, responses, whatever comes to mind after listening to these things, normally for the first time, unless somebody brings something back. And then we keep it moving. So since it's subscriber night, not too many tips come in, although we do have a pre-show tip that came in from DJ Tongue Hero. So shout out to Tongue Hero. I think he's out there on the YouTube streets watching. But usually we just go through. If you want to skip the subscriber queue, you can by tipping or gifting a sub. Otherwise, we'll start from the top, put a check mark next to it, put a money bag next to it if you tipped, and keep it going. Also, news day.
It is news day. Did you have some news you wanted to start out with?
Did I have some news that I wanted to start out with? Let me see. I can't think of anything fresh off the dome other than, well, question for you. Have you seen the new Joe and Jada podcast? Have you seen any of it?
No.
I feel like it's...
Is it Joe Budden and Jada Pinkett Smith?
No, Joe Budden is way beyond collaborating with anybody. It's Fat Joe and Jada Kiss.
Oh, yeah. I've seen clips of that. The clip I saw was them arguing that Redman is criminally underrated.
I didn't see that one. But I was going to say that Fat Joe is a masterful storyteller, and it's almost amazing that some of his stories are unbelievable, but there was one story that was corroborated by like other sources, which made people be like, oh, maybe Fat Joe isn't a habitual liar. And I don't know, I just found it interesting. I need to watch more of it and really kind of digest it. I never saw it and thought, oh, this is a good watch, because I was never a huge Jada Kiss fan. I was a little bit of a Fat Joe fan, but I'm more so like Big Pun. But just curious if anybody dabbles in the Joe and Jada podcast. Obviously not.
Nikki, do you dabble? Are you familiar with Fat Joe and Jada Kiss?
I mean, like, I know who they are, but like, no, not on a level to dabble in a podcast.
Should turn your volume up just a little bit.
Lean back.
Lean back. Lean back's a banger. Universal banger. That is better. As far as Joe and Jada, I think, like, I was never a huge Jada Kiss fan, but people will put him in the top 5. They also put Redman in the top 5. I don't see it. I don't see any world top 5 rappers.
All time?
Yeah.
I can see Jada Kiss as the argument for top 10, 15-ish, but I don't know about that.
And look, I'll be the first to admit I've been wrong before, on occasion, but I've heard the argument so much that Redman is so underrated. If anything, I would say, in my opinion, I think he's a little overrated, personally. I don't think he's overrated. I do think he's... People put him in top 5 conversations.
Well, they're morons. I don't think he's overrated. I think he is a little bit underrated, but at the same time, I also acknowledge that he doesn't have a lot of hit songs. Like you can't really, if you exclude Method Man collaborations, there's like a short list of like Redman songs people think of, right? And nobody's like, it's not like you throw out Jay-Z or Nas today and people have that same feeling about Redman. So I think he's underrated, but at the same time, I don't think he has the hits that other people do.
I would love to just have somebody be like, here's why, like explain it to me. Because everyone just says it and they're like, yeah, it's my top 5. Redman coming in hard number 5 with a bullet. I'm like, but why?
Yeah,
like, even out of the Red and Meth combo, I think Method Man's better. You know? Like, if we're really getting into it, the Rockwilder? Maybe that's a hot take.
I think that is a hot take. I think they're pretty equal in terms of the combo, the duo that they have. But I would say that standalone catalogs, Method Man probably edges Redman, maybe unfairly. I think Redman is a better lyricist, but I think Method Man has more recognized talent and hits. Why are people crying? What is this song that we're about to listen to?
Are we gonna cry?
I'm not gonna fucking cry. I'm telling you that right now.
I'm not gonna promise I won't cry.
What does that mean?
I mean, I can't promise that until I hear it. I don't know if I'm gonna cry or not.
When was the last time you cried listening to a song?
Yesterday.
I
was listening to my new banger with Rogue Jepsen. I was like, it's so beautiful.
All right.
It's so good.
Anything else in the news that we wanted to hit? Did you have some stuff?
Who? Me?
Yeah, you.
Lunar eclipse on Dice's birthday, actually. Ooh.
Everybody says lunar eclipse, and then we'll never have one for 50 years, and then every 3 months we have a lunar eclipse.
Well, there's always eclipses. Right now it's eclipse season, but it just depends on specific, like solar eclipse we won't have, you know, but lunar eclipses are a lot more frequent.
I don't know. I feel like I have like 4 eclipses a year, and then they always say we won't have this for another 50 years, and then here we go again.
About like total like solar eclipses. Those are like the daytime ones. This will be.
I know in my life, I've
Pacific.
seen like 3 total eclipses. I'm pretty sure at least 2, maybe
sun,
3.
Is it sun or lunar?
Sun.
Solar or lunar. Yeah, this is lunar. Lunar is different. There's a lot more lunar eclipses.
All right.
But yeah, it's on your birthday. Peaks literally at like 12 o'clock Central on the 7th. Nice.
Yes, Vampire. We did talk about the mansion fund that we didn't even know you at the time. But hey, season 2, there's always a possibility anyone could come. We'll see. We'll see what the world holds. But we are going to do an AMA about it. So if you really want to grill us on what happened while we were there filming in a mansion, creating the documentary, creating the last mixtape, Monday, 4 p.m. Pacific, we are doing an AMA on Reddit. So mark your calendars. I'm sure you'll get more reminders.
I need a rubber band for my hair.
Yeah, you do. I was going to mention something.
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I'll do better next time.
I think that's probably good enough for the news portion.
We
ready to listen to some music?
I am so excited. All right. DJ Tongue Hero, where you at? You tipped before the show even started. I am not sure if you've... Let's see, did you post it already? Yep, you did. All right. Starting off the show with a tip from Mr. Tongue Hero himself. This is called Ben 10 Wrist. Ben 10 Wrist. Did you ever watch that show, Ben 10?
Some anime bullshit?
No, it's not. It's a kids show.
Never heard of that.
Ben 10 Wrist.
All right.
What song from it?
DJ Tongue here. You're already starting off on the tough climb uphill. Good luck, my man. Here is DJ Tongue Hero, Ben 10 Wrist.
DJ Tongue Hero. This nigga just found it on the tricks.
Get licked.
Problematic, got the beef.
Hold up, homie talk that shit. Feel like Bantam with a tacked out wrist. Can't see with the tents like this. Say your boy had to slave for a whip like this. Get licked. I was pulling chickens way before I got rich. 40 in the quarter, had to double that shit. Either swimming in the game or you drowning that bitch. Hold up, homie talk that shit. Feel like Bantam with a tacked out wrist. Can't see with the tents like this. Say your boy had to slave for a whip like this. Get licked. I was pulling chickens way before I got rich. 40 in the quarter, had to double that shit. Either swimming in the game or you drowning that bitch. Hold up, who really got it like that? Tongue Hero gave her D and now she don't know how to act. You focus on the dub, boy, I'm focused on Iraq. I feel like George Bush, how I'm focused on Iraq. Burberry, Peter Mill, couple shirts that cost a rack. AI on my glasses, taking pictures of her ass. Hungry for it, now she running from it, bring it back. I got memories of clapping chicks, remind me over Snap. Tongue Hero titty gang, you know we gotta run it
Jabber
back. I just gave a
music,
full
thanks for
course,
the
she's still
follow.
calling me a snack. Thick thighs sound like macaroni mixing when I clap. Only wanna hump, now I call her Camelback. I'm into breaking hearts and promises with candle wax. Got a bucket full of ice, she walking to a handicap. I ain't talking Isaac Hayes the way she in here watching Shaft. I ain't write the book, nigga read the almanac. Hold up, homie talk that shit. Feel like Bantam with a tacked out wrist. Can't see with the tents like this. Say your boy had to slave for a whip like this. Get licked. I was pulling chickens way before I got rich. 40 in the quarter, had to double that shit. Either swimming in the game or you drowning that bitch. They too salty. I be making money way before I make coffee. Game show face, man, I feel like Steve Harvey. Walk up in the bar, guarantee they don't card me. On the right track, rest in peace to Chris Farley. I've been trolling normies, you can call me Rick Astley. Only difference is in IRL, you get your ass beat. Working out for hours got me feeling like an athlete. Tongue Hero, going global, that's if you ask me. Yeah, I got a couple of subscribers, that was last week. If you listen, you don't press like, your music ass cheeks. Moved about the hood, I feel like Jay Gatsby. Gotta watch my back because the leech is always latching. We can get a session, I'ma hit you if you match it. Boys chasing money, if you bout it, we can get it, man. Coming in your city soon, the Tongue Hero Titty Gang. Hold up, homie talk that shit. Feel like Bantam with a tacked out wrist. Can't see with the tents like this. Say your boy had to slave for a whip like this. Get licked. I was pulling chickens way before I got rich. 40 in the quarter, had to double that shit. Either swimming in the game or you drowning that bitch.
DJ Tongue Hero. Get fucked.
Oh,
That's the best.
Bird. Quick question here.
Yeah.
If your gal had antenna or pointed ears, which one would you prefer? If she had to have a deformity, one or the other. Both. All right, horn dog, calm down.
I think ears. I've seen some of those Comic-Con babes. Comic-Con this weekend in Portland. So, pointy ears. Yeah, I'm gonna be dressed in my pointy ears and my alien antennas for sure. With my extreme bikini.
That was DJ Tongue Hero with Ben 10 Wrists, a tip to start out the show. Anybody wanted to go first?
Good.
Nope. Fuck it. All right. I thought it was cool. I think you're getting comfortable with your style. I think as we've heard more songs from you, they're, I would say, not in a negative way, less corny. I think they fit the style of music that you're going for, which is more on the humor side, but still intertwining some clever punchlines here and there. I think the one thing that you can still continue to work on, though, like with this song in particular, you were on beat, but I feel like the flow could be a little bit more impactful. Like you can say things with a little bit more declaration and punctuation in them. So just pronouncing things more prominently rather than feeling it just like be a little bit too chill. Like it's a little bit too, like I'm sitting here in my chair recording and not like I'm standing up and I'm really giving like impactful force in my delivery. I think this song needed a little bit more of that, but at the same time, your flow is on point, and I think that you feel comfortable in your delivery. So I give it a 7.5. I like I said, this is you. It fits your brand and everything, but I just wanted more out of the flow.
That was going to be my feedback as well. Is I think the delivery was just a little too laid back. Like, you have that cool tone of voice. It's very like, especially with all the beats you choose, it's always very like Bay Area, very, like I want to call it like Keek the Sneak type, but like it's always about these really random ass references so far that we've heard. But I think along with that, if you just used a little bit more emphasis in your delivery, I think it would be just even more interesting, right? Like if you think about the Bay Area rappers like Keek the Sneak, like E40, like that guy's the king of emphasis. Almost too fucking much, if you ask my opinion. No one did, but ooh, boo, like, okay, we get it. But I'm just saying, like, if you did 1/1000th of the emphasis of an E40, just even on the ending lines, like cracking, I think that would make even the jokey songs just hit that much harder if this is the style you're going to go for. But I'd still give it an 8. I think it's fun.
Yeah, I'd probably say about the same thing. I feel like, there's a couple spots, I want a little bit more of an engaging, like, enunciation or like genuine emotion, because you do have a good tone and everything, and your flow is tightening, and you got a good pace, especially with, the beats and everything that you're using. You definitely are in your style. I feel like you had a couple, like you rhymed rack like 10 times, like a couple of different things with the lyrics, of course, but I think that it is all overall improving as well. I definitely would want to hear more of that genuine emotion in your flow, which would come with the enunciation and inflections at different parts a little bit, just more emotion coming through for more engagement. But yeah, I'm at a 7.5.
All right. Next up, starting at the top of the Wednesday queue, is Unit. Made this emotional song in case anyone is feeling down, would like some honest feedback on the way his career is headed. Give your thoughts on the ad-libs and the lyrics. They're pretty deep, so you'll have to think about them. Song isn't finished yet.
Why is this a diss track? Like, I can tell already from this preview, it's a diss track to us.
You think so?
I guarantee it.
All right, here's It's Going to Be Okay by Unit. Already getting high glaze from the Fallen Dove in the chat, so...
Yeah. I know that life can be hard sometimes, like my cock. And if you think you're not enough, then just stop thinking that you are enough. You are enough. Yeah, you're cool as shit. I wanna show you my jewels and shit, cause you're enough. Yeah, there's no way to get back to feeling like I've felt before. Yeah, I put my dick into a turtle and the shell broke. So stay inside your shell, hidden like Edna, making costumes. I don't need cheese in my nachos, I got my own schmegma. When you need someone to come hard, you can depend on me. Fuck gay bitches, not gay people, only the bitches. ADHD makes me fidget with my dick. I'll play until I'm needing some stitches, because it broke like a turtle shell. I jumped on a trampoline and the turtle fell. I am the greatest, I got one name, like Adele. I saw Obama and I was like, oh bomb, then I bombed Michelle.
I'm assuming that's it. All right, that was It's Gonna Be Okay by Unit.
guessing Michelle bummed him back, and that's what happened at the end there.
One can only hope. It's a 1 from me. If you guys on the Discord spent as much time perfecting your craft as you did making cum songs and throwaway tracks, your career would be much further than it is. I don't know that I should give this feedback because it doesn't feel serious. So that's my feedback.
Yeah. How do you have your own smegma?
I don't even know what that means. Not smegma, but I don't know what the sentence he used it in means.
I don't. And why are you fucking a turtle? And a shell's supposed to be safe. You're a home wrecker.
You are a home wrecker.
What the fuck? Sorry, that's my feedback.
Don't be a home wrecker. That's the feedback.
Don't be a home wrecker. Leave the turtles alone. They did nothing.
Yeah, man. How do you think they learned ninja skills and grew into full-blown humans?
I'm so confused. I'm still confused. I can't really grade this. I really don't know how. Yeah, right, Catalyst. So, yeah. You don't need grading because you have your own smegma anyways.
It's true. Who needs grades?
Probably be a 1 for me just because it's like a lot auto-tune, like a lot of like you came in and then you're like rate about dick and then you're like, but you're enough. Well, you're enough for me to fuck, which is like, come on, man. It's like a lot of the things that you said were very contradicting, and it's very, I don't know, 1. Yeah.
This is really easy for me to rate. It's a 1 for me as well. And for these reasons. Look, I don't understand. Here's what I'll say. It seems as if there is a generation of people who are really into meme music. Let's call them maybe the youngs, the youths. What I don't understand is back in my day, if you're going to make a meme song, right, some thought went into it. Any amount of forethought. To me, I know exactly what happened here. You were in the voice chat super late night, probably with Dove, probably with Catalyst, probably with some of these fucking chatters that are egging you on right now. And you're like, let's do a song. Let's make something really funny. And then you press record, the beat played, and you just said whatever, just the first things that came to your mind. Trying to be funny, that was smegma and turtle fucking. Okay, but there's no point. There's no point. There's just random grossness, and I don't find it funny, personally. It's a 1. But it sounds like there's a market for this in the chat. Salute. I'll just end with whatever happened in the days of Lil Dicky. Come on, man. Like, you want to make a funny song? Lil Dicky. More of that, less of Lil Mabu.
On the positive side, the well-known children's caricature Blippi, he went from a video of him shitting on his friend's chest to a worldwide phenomenon. So you two can turn your life around from this turtle fucking schmegma song. And I hope that you get rid of the shit on chest video like Blippi did. Turn your life around.
Turtles. Leave them alone.
Ray, you never heard that? Yeah, look up the Blippi before he was Blippi lore of his comedy troupe. Had a little poop incident. Little one. All right.
Shame on you for antagonizing this, instigating this.
I wouldn't blame Catalyst. I don't think it's a Catalyst thing. It seems to be the current like, aha, this is hilarious.
Voice chat. I need to start jumping voice chat when I see these people in there to be like, don't do it, because then you're gonna submit it for feedback and then you're gonna feel like shit when we tell you that we hate it.
No, it seems to be the current thing on the Discord is let me make the worst possible thing. I think that's what Adon and folks have done for the Sunday show. They made a beat and they've been, I don't know what they've been calling. I can't remember the name because I don't keep up with it, but it seems to be the latest funny thing to do is let's make the worst possible thing and then share it amongst people. And it all started with the Rogue Jepsen cycle.
Look, I'm here for it. We're gonna listen to this shit regardless. But at the same time, my argument is like, oh, whoa. We just said a few things and came back in 5 minutes. Yeah, it sounds like you made it in 5 minutes. You have a full fucking week. You want to make a song about smegma and turtles? Make one that fucking makes sense. You know what I mean? Why'd you fuck a turtle? Give me a full story on fucking turtles.
Yeah.
Did you have a turtle threesome?
Was it a ninja? Like.
Yeah.
You want to make a story about turtle and smegmas, make it make sense.
Bro.
Never utter that again.
I'm just saying, look, I know it's a joke, haha, but also no, fuck that. It's like you talk about jokes, you're doing a stand-up comedy, right? Somebody goes up to the mic and they're like, poop, diarrhea.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody? No, like maybe tell a diarrhea story or like set up punchline, forethought. I'm just saying, it would be better if you had details. Good writing equals details. Bad is this. 5 minute songs with no point.
Character development of the turtle. Was it a painted turtle? Was it a snapping turtle?
Yeah, I think like the person coming up next would be a good example. He had a whole song about like eating farts basically, and it was entertaining. Like it wasn't a serious song at all.
Made me listen to it. And
Yeah,
played it again when I missed it the first time.
It wasn't a serious song at all, but the way it was written and performed, it made us like pay attention to it. So I think that's all we're saying is like if you're gonna make a laugh track, put some details in it that makes it more laughable.
I mean, it's universally true. We say this all the time to people who are trying to make good songs, like are trying to make serious songs. Details make it interesting. If you say, I fucked a bitch, boring. Everyone says that. And the only difference is the beat that you say it on. Now, did you pummel her pussy with your pound horse in the back of a Domino's pizza? Well, interesting. Although not as cool as if you did it in Little Caesars.
Pile.
Yeah. Just saying. 1 week from now, I want to hear about these turtle fuckers.
I don't.
I don't actually either. But at least if you would have spent some time talking about, the turtle giving consent, you brushing its little shell and saying, you're going to be named.
No. Even if a fucking turtle gave you consent, if you stuck your
being safe.
If you stuck your cock in the turtle just because it gave you consent, you need to be in jail. Like, oh, what are you gonna tell the judge? Oh, the turtle wanted me to fuck it.
Maybe.
Is this? Do they just go walking around sticking your dick and stuff? Don't do that.
Hey, ever since the
ancient
times, people would stick their dicks in anything.
Yeah.
Oh, don't.
Why do you think I got a hot tub?
I've seen like the hot tub shit. I've seen like the 911 calls on like the TV shows. Of, like,
the oldest dildo is made out of stone, so let that sit with your head. All right, next up, Sartorius. This one isn't completed yet, but getting close. Some parts on the singing, I don't know if I fuck with. Looking to do some live edits on this one. Mix isn't done at all. Here's Mix Down 5.
Code.
Look at the wrist, counting the money, they talking they shit. Burning the Benjis, they burning so blue. Fuck at the money, I know what I want. Pull up with trucks and we rolling with guns. Spinning the block and they watching for sure. Put it in park, we pulling up front. Pulling out the 45, and you know that bitch suppressed. Neighbors ain't gonna hear nothing when that bitch gonna hit your chest. Now your debt is expense. Shoulda came and confessed. Shoulda known all the facts before you came and just guessed. Look, my bank account got a Swiss code. No Swiss cheese for you rap bitches. My pocket's fat with these cheese rolls, and we ain't sharing with no fat bitches. They come when they hear the money, never wanna stick around for a show. Ballin' is a habit, I don't fuck around with these hoes. So back to the topic, even on vacay I hit you in the tropics. Yo bitch give me brain nootropics, don't give a fuck if she toxic. I'm open-minded, I'm a visionary. I split your wig, yeah the vision's scary. I made up my mind this time, fucking my dollars up, this ain't missionary. I didn't wanna have to do it to him, putting two through him, didn't know you knew him. I didn't wanna have to do it to him, putting two through him, closed casket viewing. I keep a stick on me like I'm Moses, part your mind like the Red Sea, extendo mag getting heavy. Too authentic to be bought on Etsy. I swiped the card, I maxed the credit. I called them up, told them reset it. Bought a Bentley, just a slide. Pump 5, unleaded. We gassed out with a mean punch like Pacquiao.
Yow. The cat meow.
Bought a Bentley, just a slide. Pump 5, unleaded. We gassed out with a mean punch like Pacquiao.
Okay, in there. All right, that was Sotorius with the incomplete track. Mixed down 5.
Here's where I'm at. I think I really like parts of this. I think when you're in the pocket and it's comfortable, like it sounds cool. Like your voice is dope. You know, have a lot of interesting little pockets that you hit. There's like, okay, yeah. Lyrics are interesting enough, different enough. There's just times where it feels like the flow's a little awkward. There's like 1 or 2 times where it's like, I wish there was just 1 or 2 more words in there to kind of make it fit more comfortable. And similarly, like there's just some times where it's just, it hits a little off. The only other critique I would give to this is the singing part is a little off. It almost feels like I want your main to be louder, and then the backing track, I think, have more layers. Instead of just like one other backing track that's the same volume, I think you should do maybe 4 other takes, 4 other recordings, and then bury them 2 on the left, 2 on the right, pan them, and then have that main sitting right there in the middle. And I think it'll kind of buff out the edges that come across a little rough on this go around. But really smooth, cool track. Aside from that, I'd give it an 8.
I think that you have the same challenges that DJ Tongue Hero has. Like, I really like your voice. I like how you approach your tracks, but I feel like it just doesn't have a lot of impact in the delivery. And I feel like the chill approach to the delivery works in some songs, but it doesn't work in all the songs. And I feel like the songs that it works the least in are the ones with the more laid back beats, like this one. Like when you have the more up tempo beats, you're a little bit more forceful because you're trying to stay in the pocket. But with the chill songs, you get a little bit too chill, and it makes the flow just feel, it makes it sound like you're not as interested or as invested in the delivery as you should be. So I just think it just needs more impact in the delivery. Like if you're gonna say a line, say it with your chest, as they would say. I didn't really mind the singing part of it. I just feel like same thing there. It just needs more emphasis in how you say things. How you should go up an octave. I don't think you need to go up an octave. I think that's wishful thinking. I think that you have a decent sounding voice and cadence. It just needs more swagger in it. I would give this a 7.
I agree. You need a little bit more swag. I think that you have a nice tone. I think that you need to just have a little bit more engaging, like emotional inflection. I agree with Dice. It's basically the same thing as earlier. Just a little bit more of that genuine emotion, putting through it, you know, really making it believable. Make sure that you are rapping with your eyes closed. Maybe try it. If you're not, I guess you don't have to. A lot of people don't, but try to just really connect with your words more than you're connecting with them. And, you know, more layers might help with that. Some good ad libs might help with that too. But I would definitely be doing, just getting your authenticity a little bit more out.
I don't know about y'all. I can barely hear you, Nikki.
Fucking A.
I mean, I heard you. It's just a little low.
Oh.
Am I good now?
Yeah. I mean,
Is there a bunch of other shows now?
It's like when you're closer to the microphone, it's louder. I think you're just further back.
So yeah, like totally just more emotion, and get that genuine, that real genuine emotion into, because you already like are using, a good tone, a good true voice that you have. It just needs to have a little bit more of that oomph behind it. And that can be done with, using the inflections. Try to, memorize a little bit more, or just, even using your hands more. Just make sure you're not wearing chains or anything. Just try to really get into it more. I think that you're kind of at the point where you have the basics down, and it's now just really getting into your personalized flow a little bit more, so then people can feel who you are, not even by what you're saying, but how you're saying it. I think that it's good though so far. I'm at a 7.5.
I wouldn't say Big X the Plug has more emotion. I just think it's what I said. He has more impact in his delivery. Like on his song, the only one that I can probably quote, the biggest, the largest, like saying things like those.
Emphasis.
Like when you say biggest, you say biggest, the largest, like emphasizing those key syllables in each word. That's what he does slightly better than you. But y'all have the exact same cadence, which is why I say I don't think you need to go up or down the octave. You can stay exactly where you're at. It's just how you pronunciate those words makes a difference between somebody being like, oh shit, he really means he's the biggest and the largest, versus, oh, that motherfucker is just saying it.
So when I went to radio school, that's one of the things that they obviously teach you is the enunciation stuff, because people can't see you. And it's kind of the same thing for music. So with our scripts that we did when I first started, they made us capitalize and highlight all of the hit words, or the, adjectives, stuff like that, adverbs, things that are going to be your specific, words that you are going to want to enunciate more. So maybe start with doing that with some of your, writing when you're writing, if you know that it's going to hit on a certain beat, or that's really what the word that you really want to hit more. Maybe put it in caps and try highlighting it, and I don't know if you type by hand right, but so that might help you get used to the varied inflections throughout it.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I would say, I tell people like this: when you're recording, you have the freedom to be as expressive and as creative as you can possibly be to make that track come out the way that you want it to be. You don't have to be reserved and like timid behind the microphone. So like, I've seen people record laying down with the lights off. I've seen people record standing up, leaning against the wall. Like, whatever helps you be the most expressive. Have your friend sit across from you so you can feel like you're having an actual conversation. Like, recording a song is way different than performing a song. Performing a song, you have to think, okay, am I going to stop here, pause here, breath control, all that other stuff? Where am I going to be? When you're recording, you just need to get those feelings out as best as you can. So whatever you need to do to be more animated, whether it's making more facial gestures or whatever makes you feel like you're getting into the moment, do those things. Next up, The Fallen Dove. Lots of works in progress today. Black Hole Hold.
Black Hole Hold.
Hold.
Won't you hold?
God.
Hold away my hold. Great intro. Love this so far.
I don't.
It's gonna be a 10 from me. Can it just be this the whole time?
I hate this black hole to pull my skin so cold, twisting me while I choke. Why can't I let go? I hate this whole hold. Get me out this black hole. I'm circling the drain, gravity I can't explain. That purple in my brain, I circle back to the pain, cause I rather embrace whatever feels the same. Then I gon' complain about the hole and maze. Forget this, what I made, and I can't take blame. I've been gone for days, I can't fucking escape. Let's part our ways, you fucking trapping me. You stupid fucking bitch, let fucking go of me. I know I will never fucking make it. I know I will never do anything. I just wanna die. What the fuck you say? Do you think I'm insane? I've been cut myself for days. I'm in so much fucking pain. They act like they fucking care about me, but all they do is fucking doubt me. I just wanna be fucking free. I've been going on a self-harm spree. I don't care what they think of me, but it hurts what they fucking think of me. I hate this black cold to pull my skin so cold, twisting me while I choke. I cannot let go. I hate this whole hold. Get me out this black hole. I hate this black cold to pull my skin so cold, twisting me while I choke. I cannot let go. I hate this whole hold. Get me out this black hole. I hate this black cold to pull my skin so cold, twisting me while I choke. I cannot let go. I hate this whole hold. Get me out this black hole. I hate this black cold.
What are we trying to do with this song? First off, if you are out there, you're feeling troubled, you're having thoughts about self-harm, seek help. Call a therapist, talk to a friend, call a guidance counselor, call the suicide prevention hotline. Don't just sit there and stew in your own thoughts. Where the song is headed, I'm not sure. I guess it kind of goes back to what we say all the time when people just drop off the songs with no real explanation, is like, what are you going for here? Like, what is the motive? What is the motivation? What are you trying to accomplish? Because the performance, A, the beat is terrible, and B, the performance just is all over the place. So is this more so to just get a reaction out of us, to see how we respond to it? Or are you really, unleashing some thoughts that you just needed to vent about? Or are you actually trying to construct a song for a project or a single that you want people to listen to and take something away from? If it's any of those things, other than the venting in the diary, I'm not sure that you're putting your best foot forward. Like, you're screaming all over the place. It's just all at different levels. It's not even really on the beat. The beat is pretty flat. If I had to say in terms of like what you've been showing us to what this is, you're just like you're jumping over the fence and you're falling over the cliff back into the abyss. Like, where is the direction here? So that's why I say, like, is this just more so to get a reaction out of the people listening, or is there really some true value that you're trying to gain out of it? Because at this point, it's no better than the track that Unit posted, and it just makes people feel like, should we take this serious and this guy needs some like true mental help, or is this just like a joke? So that's kind of where I fall on this, and I give it a 1.
Yeah, like super I mean, I had to turn it down because it was so loud. It was like blowing out my headphones. Your words are concerning. 988, definitely call if you are in crisis or even need to talk. They do have therapists and stuff you can talk to on the line. You can text them too, and it works in Canada and America. So but yeah, I don't really know what to say about this track. It's a lot of, I mean, you went with a different style with it, a lot of that, growling vocal and stuff, but like it's hard to get feedback on it. I had to turn it down a lot. A lot of the things that you're saying you can't discern at the beginning, and then it goes into kind of not fully structured, but just with some concerning things in it. So I hope you're okay. I really don't want to rate this. because I'm more concerned, I guess. So yeah, but and I definitely need to fix the volume on it because I can't really listen to it when it's like, you know, crackling through my headphones. I'm gonna blow my headphones.
Yeah. Look, we're not licensed therapists. I am in no life stage to be giving advice to anybody. Shit, I'm barely a music therapist. I'm barely even in the place to give people music advice, let alone life advice. But from the songs that you presented, from this song today, yeah, 988, Logic. He's a rapper. He has a cool song. It's called 1-800-273-8255. Great song. You should check it out. As far as from a technical perspective, Dove, this isn't it. You know it's not it. You knew even before you pressed enter on this wasn't it. Like, technically speaking, you were peeking all over the place and just saying uncomfortable stuff. It's an uncomfortable listen for basically every aspect of technicality. The song's a one, but more than anything, I think this is a good opportunity to remind you, people care. Please reach out to somebody who has more life advice to give you than music advice.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard plenty of songs where people are like at their lowest or bottom of the bottoms, but people still make quality music. And since there's not a lot of quality here, it just leads people to think, well, maybe something's wrong with this guy. And it, like Catalyst said, it's a cry for help. So if you want to keep expressing to me through messages that you want to take music serious, this isn't the way to take it serious by just kind of screaming a bunch of self-harm things and expecting people to listen all the way through to the outro for 4 minutes straight. So if you want us to take you serious as an artist, you have to take yourself serious, A, by getting like true like mental help and stability, and B, by, you know, listening, like we say all the time, quality assurance, QA. Is this something that people want to listen to? Yes or no? If you think this was a yes, maybe you haven't really been paying attention to the show for the last 3 years.
You know who is my new favorite person out of all the 3 years here? Javern Music. I'm probably fucking up the name, but shout out Javern for the subscription and gifting the subscription. So Javern, we'll get you up next. Drip Skywalker, since Javern also gifted you a sub, you can link your Twitch and post a song for us to review as well. So yeah, shout out, guys. Appreciate you tuning into the stream.
And Dove, if this is like, you know, you trying to put music together to try to help somebody else that might be also going through stuff, I do think that there is definitely a way to do that too. And this would be a very hard listen and might push somebody over the edge as well. So it might.
Your music will kill people, says Nikki.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it might push them over the edge, and it might be. I'm very concerned right now. It makes me want to try to contact your parents, like make sure that you're okay, because it's who I am as a person. But I want. And I've talked to you privately too, and I know that you want to put out music that people can relate to and stuff, and I think that there's a certain way to do that, and this is more concerning than anything.
Yeah, like I said, there's a way to make music like, woe is me, I'm sad, I'm going through things, and then there's a way to like make people think like, whoa, this guy needs help. Real quick deviation from that. There was one time I knew this kid online, and he thought it would be funny to call my phone one day and pretend that he was getting like beat up by somebody and kidnapped. First thing I did, I went to the fucking police. It was when I was in college. I went to the police station. And I'm like, yo, listen to this voicemail this kid left me. And they like literally tracked him down. They called his parents and had to confirm that he was just trying to play a joke with me. I'm like, I don't play about that shit. So don't call me and loop me into your world if it's not a serious moment. Because if you call me and you're like, oh my God, I'm getting kidnapped by the cartel, I'm going to the cops.
Here's a quick deviation as well. We have a quick story. So my crazy ex, who will remain unnamed, you know, no outing the innocent or guilty or any of it. Crazy Ex, we reconnected years after we had taken a break from dating. We reconnected over a summer, and I was like, oh, things are going good. Whatever happened? Like, why did we break up in the first place? I don't remember because I'm an idiot. And then one evening she calls me and she's, oh, I just can't do it anymore. Goodbye. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Nothing's worth living anymore. Talked about suicide and like hung up on me. And then I was like, what the fuck just happened? So I called back. I couldn't get a hold of her. So I go back into my contacts from, the 10 years previous, back when we dated. The only numbers I had were like all of her friends. I called this number for one of her friends. It goes to that friend's parents. Like, I didn't know it was the parents' number. I just had this number saved in my phone for 10 years. I tell them like, yeah, so-and-so is like really struggling. I think she's going to hurt herself. They called a wellness check. Police showed up at the girl's door, and she gets mad at me. I'm the dick.
Yeah.
Because I looped in somebody's parents accidentally, and cops came to her door. Well, not funny to joke about. Just saying.
Yeah, it's a serious matter when like you don't make those kind of decisions, and then somebody ends up like truly harming themselves, and then like everybody is like, oh well, we should have did something. Like, so that's why we're saying what we're saying is like, cool, you want to make music, but do it in a manner that it's consumable and not in a manner that's concerning. So with that said, we're about to listen to some Javern.
Javern, like tavern with Jamin.
What?
I don't know.
All right, here's Want Me.
Enough of that jibba jabba. Oh, I can tell already this is fire. Don't fuck it up, Javern. It's instrumentals.
But you're laying in my bed. Tell me why you gotta hide it when I feel it every time. You look at me in silence, baby, I can reach your mind. And I don't need no proof, I can see the truth in the way you move, girl. I know you want me, you don't gotta say the way you hold me. I can't fake it, caught in your eyes, girl, I can't escape it. I know you want me, I know you want me, I know you want me, even when you're distant. I hear your heart because when we kissing. Don't waste no time, we can make this instant. I know you want me, I know you want me. All your friends say I'm a problem, but you calling every night, trying to act like you don't want it, but you can't put up that fight. I could give you what you're missing. Baby, don't be scared to fall. Every moment that we're kissing, I can tell you want it all, and I don't need no proof. I can see the truth in the way you move, yeah, yeah. And I don't need no proof. I can see the truth in the way you move, yeah, yeah. I know you want me, you don't gotta say the way you hold me. I can't fake it, caught in your eyes, girl, I can't escape it. I know you want me, I know you want me, I know you want me, even when you're distant. I hear your heart beat close when we kissing. Don't waste no time, we can make this instant. I know you want me, I know you want me.
I know you want me. That's confidence right there. Love confidence.
All right, that was Javern with Want Me.
All right. I'll just kick this off and say that was fire. What an intro to the community. Shout out, Javern. Brah, brah, brah. Dope, man. Thank you, Dice. He's got the actual soundboard. I don't. Yeah, that was dope. I think there's definitely some technicalities to touch on. If I was being nitpicky, it felt like as far as the mix goes, like if we're talking about first impressions, it felt like maybe a little bit of de-esser and a second layer of kind of backing vocals being upped a little bit. Just like the dubs. Like I think if you raise the dubs on the end lines just a little bit, it would hit even just that much more as far as crisp party vibes. And then yeah, like it felt like there was a little S's coming through. But outside of that, man, like that's me being super nitpicky just because we're sitting here listening. This came on at a party, I would jam the fuck out. So I'm gonna give it a 9.
I like the track. I thought it was a good vibe, a good bop to it. It didn't feel like it was mastered, so it felt like overall the volume was a little bit lower than some of the other stuff we've been listening to. I would agree with Bird. Maybe some layering here and there would help, but I think overall, like you do have a good grasp of how to deliver, timing on the arrangement of the song. So I give it an 8.5. I don't have too many strong nitpicky things other than like the volume could be louder overall.
Yeah, I'm kind of where they're at. I think that this sounds good. I think that you had a good tone. I think that you had a good flow, a nice smooth rhythm, good pace variation throughout it. So it kept the structure pretty good. I do think that, lyrics would only enhance it. Or not layers. Well, lyrics, obviously. Lyrics, sorry. Layers would only enhance it. My handwriting's terrible. I think that the volume of the beat needs to come down. I feel like it's drowning you out a little bit, competing with you a little bit, and I think that the layers would also help enhance your vocal to bring it out, but definitely does need a de-esser as well. I'm at an 8.5 too. I thought that this was really good. You had a nice good vibe.
Gray Baby asks, what is my order from Little Caesars? Always 100% without a doubt, Little Caesars pepperoni hot and ready with buffalo ranch sauce.
Always buffalo ranch.
You ever get
buffalo
the wings?
Ranch sauce? No.
No, they're
Really?
like chewy.
There's better wings out there than Little Caesars wings.
They're like
but there is no
rubbery
better
wings.
pizza than Little Caesars hot and ready pepperoni with
What
buffalo
makes
ranch.
their pizza the best to you?
Well, it's really the combo with the buffalo ranch. Once you mix it with the cardboard-esque outer shell of the pizza, perfection.
You fuck with cardboard, huh?
Fuck yeah, I do.
What if you didn't have buffalo ranch? Could you still eat the pizza just slice by slice?
I've roughed it before, and it's still very, very good. Top notch. But buffalo ranch really sets it over the top.
You know what, guys? Despite whether or not I agree with Bird, I got to give it to the guy. He's like rock hard, dedicated, and loyal. And if Little Caesars doesn't sponsor this man, I don't know who they would find that's more loyal than a person who's willing to eat
Go talk to
cardboard.
the Illiches.
I even made a song about it. You can find it on my YouTube.
Yeah. They
Check out
actually
the
did
Little
get
Caesars
to
anthem.
see it. Little Caesars did watch his song too. I don't know about the movie, though. The music video.
I don't know.
While we listen to this beat from Noir called Nightcrawler, let us know what you're finna pick up from Little Caesars. Shout out to Noir.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin.
But I want to go back to my news program. Night, Nev. We will see you tomorrow.
Don't cuss in our chat, Gray Baby. No cuss words. Damn it.
What do you think you should put? Come?
Probably.
What do you put on your
Like, I'm gonna go get a cum pizza. Hot and ready with cum.
Can I just say the idea of like coming on a thing and then having somebody eat it up afterwards is insane. It's like, oh, you're a freak versus just like straight to the mouth. Somehow that's normal.
It's a new level of human being, right?
Like on top of a pizza, it's like, oh, you're that?
That's some freaky.
But if you think about it, though, isn't that just now you're eating pizza? Like,
Nah. I think once you put human on top of something, it's no longer the previous food item that it was.
it's forever changed.
It's forever changed. It's now a new, totally different food category.
Also true for humans. Once you mark them, forever changed.
Yeah. Like you can't,
Really getting into the.
you can't dice up some mangoes and some pineapples and human on top of it and say, here's some fruit. It's not fruit. Something else.
This should really be the snippet that Noir uses to promote his beat.
Noir,
Like,
from
see
now
this?
on, whenever you have a beat, let's just get us talking about come on food and use that as the overlay of voice. You guys ready to give some thoughts on this topping or this beat?
This topping, I think you gave a lot of thoughts on the topping already.
What you talking about?
I like this more. From what I heard so far of it, you kind of cut it off a little bit early, but I thought that it had a good structure. I like that you have it labeled. But I think that you had a good rhythmic drive throughout it and good different sound variety through the layering in it. I think that it had a good dynamic and almost tension with that. I don't know if that was just like a synth or like a real creepy like violin string going like wow. I don't know, but it felt like a Halloween beat, something like Michael Myers vibe. But I liked it overall. I'll give you an 8. I think I would have, if anything, maybe had that drop back a little bit if I didn't want it Halloween-y, but it's going into spooky season, so I'm not mad about it.
Spook season upcoming.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Dex?
I thought it was cool. I like the open air of it, but also usually when Noir has more open sounding beats, he does a good job with interesting percussion with the snares and the beats and the drums. So I like that it's one of those beats where even though there's not a lot musically going on with melodies, there's still a lot happening with the percussion to keep it interesting and engaging. It's definitely one of those beats where the artist can be more expressive and be heard rather than having to compete with or align with the production. So I think it's a good storytelling beat or a good like vibe beat to like get an anthem out there. I would give this I'll give it a 9.
Yeah, I mean, I think you have to. As an artist, you have to bring some energy to this because, like you said, there's a lot of deep pockets, a lot of just kind of space in this, which is both cool, but it's a double-edged sword if you don't know how to use that space. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, I'm envisioning like a Coast Contra on this, right? Or a Black Sheep. Like, obviously, or Ray Stans. Yeah, now that he knows how to deliver. Yeah, man. Has that old school vibe, has that, you know, has that Black Sheep type feel. I think somebody could do fun things with this. I don't really have anything from a technical perspective other than like as just a beat as it's sitting here, it feels like an 8 to me. I also envision somebody with the right energy getting on this, and it's going to be a 10 all day.
Should be a Joe Boston Ray Stans collab.
I would love to see it.
I wouldn't. I feel like Ray Stans would get washed away by Joe Boston. Next up, I don't know. 1508. 1508.
Joe asked me if I wanted to do a collab earlier today, and I was like, man, I'm just feeling super lazy right now. I gotta focus on getting my life together before I start thinking about doing music.
Yeah.
But you know, we got a documentary to focus on, and you know, your guys' music. It's too selfish for me to do my own songs.
Yeah,
you know?
it's y'all's time to shine. We already put out lots of music and a documentary. Time for us to take a step back, and time for the community to take over. Time for y'all to shine.
It's your time.
And first up is I don't know, 1508. Wonder what that means.
Tell me how to feel.
I don't know.
Where did it go wrong? Looking through the mirror. Like, where's my body? And it took forever for me. Didn't even know that I was broken till I broke down when she asked me.
Yeah.
Still fucking awkward.
Wait,
Crying on a
hit it on the head. Beat's too loud.
Didn't even know that I was broken till I broke down when she asked me. Still fucking awkward. Crying on the first thing again. Tell me how to feel. Tell me how to feel. Tell me how to feel.
All right, that was 1508 by I Don't Know. Don't know how I feel about that. I think there's too much going on with the vocals at times. Towards the end. For the most part, it was fine. It was listenable. As far as the beat, I get what everybody else is saying. I don't necessarily mind the beat other than it's overpowering the vocals. My thoughts on the beat are this. I've watched a lot of other review streams over the years, and this feels like one of those productions where people enjoy watching like the listener on their camera go like, oh, make the little stank face and like nod their head and stuff like that. I never hear those beats in like other settings, right? Like maybe at an EDM festival, maybe stuff like that, but like it feels like a stream beat is what I would call it. Like something that I play for a person to react to and make a face, and you know, I clip it and all this other stuff. It doesn't feel like a beat that I would make a song around. And I think that's where I struggle with the vocals on this, is like the vocals don't necessarily match what's happening with the beat. I understand the beat, I don't mind the beat, but it doesn't feel like this is a beat for a song to be sung on top of. And that's my disconnect. Objectively, I think it's just a little bit louder than the vocals, so I'll give it like a 7.5, maybe an 8 if I like turn it down and I'm not listening on my speakers so fucking loud. But just subjectively, I question, does this beat need vocals on it, or is this beat just a artistic craftsmanship away from like a normal song structure? 7.5.
Couldn't disagree more. Oh, go ahead, Nikki. I was just going to say, I couldn't disagree with Dice more. I think that this is the perfect mix of beat and vocal, and the most imperfect ratio to loudness of beat to vocal. I think that for me, this is a great, like, put it on in the background and vibe. Like, that's the feeling I got from the beat. I didn't get the stank face. Like, this isn't a dubstep. This is more experimental EDM, like put it on as you're studying type shit, you know? Like that could easily make one of those playlists, but you have the beat so loud where it's kind of jarring. Instead, you should push the beat back so both the vocals and the beat are kind of like almost background noise. In that sense, you can have that chill music to study to, because the vocals were fire. The vocals were super cool. They're just being overpowered by the beat. Turn it down and you have a 10. Right now, I'll give it an 8 because I see the easy win for you here.
Studying to that is crazy.
Yeah. Easy.
I mean, I could probably focus to that, like just zone out listening to that. I listen to some crazy shit during the day.
I feel like anybody who
But
studied to that would just start voguing in the middle of
I
their
listen
study
to a lot
session.
of classic too, though.
If that wasn't insanely loud beat, that would be background music all day.
Yeah, it's literally my only notes on that. It says turn that shit down. I feel like the old person, literally.
Turn that shit down.
I feel like the old person, like. And so yeah, I thought that it was fun. I had different like layering like glitches, like, and I know it's 1508, but it just reminded me of 1408, that movie of the, you know, loop de loop, and that's kind of what it felt like. It had a good like texture and everything. It just everything was so fucking loud. I can't listen to something that's too loud. Like I could feel it. I could play it on Sematics and we could imprint it and see what it says, but I can't listen to it. So. But yeah, turn the shit down, EQ that shit, get it all nice and cleaned up. But I think that it had good originality. It was fun. It was dynamic, and I liked it. I'm at an 8 because it was way too fucking loud, and that shit pisses me off because my ears suck. I listen to too many loud things.
Next up, Kingpin Productions. Bust It Down.
Okay. Bust it down, Tatiana. Booties.
Walked into the stool and I burnt that bitch down. Had to pull up to your block, had to bust a couple rounds. I'll have your family asking what's that sound. Yo, baby mama fine as fuck, I'ma have to bust it down. I didn't wanna do that, but I might just bust it down. I don't wanna do that, but I might bust it down. I fuck up the spot, I'm cooking these niggas like tater tot. I'm fucking they hoe, I'm fucking they thought. I'm the main reason they call her thought. I'm the main reason they call her bop. I'm the main reason that bitch stay hot. Fucked her too long, I looked at the clock. Then I moved to the next. They be coming back to back like my checks. Fuck her from the back while I'm grabbing on her neck. 3 hours later, I ain't came yet. I know that I'm high, I know that I'm straight. Diamonds wetter than the lake. Every bitch that I fuck got Walked into the stool and I burnt that bitch down. Had to pull up to your block, had to bust a couple rounds. I'll have your family asking what's that sound. Your baby mama fine as fuck, I might have to bust it down. I didn't wanna do that, but I might just bust it down. I don't wanna do that, but I might bust it down. Bust It Down by TTL.
I don't want to do it, but I might have to bust it down as well. I think this person might be a little newer to the community, so just little intro to what we do here. Try to give honest first impressions, hopefully some thoughtful criticisms or feedback, which then folks can hopefully take back and improve upon, if you choose. For me, this felt lazy across the board. Felt like the vocals were freestyled. Like it didn't seem like any thought was put towards what was being said. She's a thought, she's a bop, fucked her with my cock. Like who cares? Heard it all before. Boo. And not only that, but it's freestyle that then you just slapped auto-tune on for no reason. And like again, it should be strategic. If you're using auto-tune, make it for a reason, right? Have layers, have like some melody aspects. Don't just like slap it on your rap and say, I did it, I did a rap. And as far as the production, it felt pretty chaotic. Just kind of all over the place with the main melodies and, you know, no real percussion to speak of, just a bunch of 808s that were too loud. So I really didn't like this. I'll give it a 3 for a nice try.
Yeah, I feel like I felt like the beat was too loud, and then I felt like everything was kind of just too much. Like you were talking about, you know, coming, and then you're doing like lovey-dovey harmonies, and like it's just so like inconsistent. Like I feel like it didn't mix here with the content and the style of the how you use the autotune and everything, like and the beat. You know, it's like sometimes like, you know, a sad song, sad lyrics go great on a happy beat, like, you know, some like pop punk songs, stuff like that, like, you know, where it's more of a poppy beat or like a fun beat. But this was like, you know, you were doing like it almost felt like love song, like harmonies and stuff to play with the auto tune and stuff. I just feel like you should have different layers and different libs and harmonies more intentional, placed more intentful throughout it to help structure it. And I don't think that they're necessary. I don't think a lot of the tune is necessary as strong as it is. I think that you need to possibly, in my opinion, bring the layers that you have going on right now everywhere just kind of more cohesive and back, and really just set the structure up a little bit better, and you won't need as much tune because it does alter your vocal too quite a bit. So that also makes it kind of a harder listen, and it's hard to listen already because some of the content you know, is about the things it's about. So just think about that, because there are different, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like the actual singing goes with the vibe of the beat and the lyrics that you're singing. Like it seems inconsistent. So I'm at like a 5. I think that you have a good base, like you understand, and I don't know if this is like not serious. So I don't know, because you're newer. But I think that, you know, the basic, like, I'd like to hear something else that you have, you know, maybe without so much, so I can hear your true voice and see if you're actually giving me emotion and inflections and stuff like that, because I can't tell when it's a robot.
Yeah, I didn't like the song. I just thought it was lyrically uninteresting. It just felt very basic and easy grab, low-hanging fruit. Fuck a bitch, call her a thought, all that other shit. The one thing that you said that stood out to me was that you had an erection for 3 hours. Probably need to go to the doctor for that. But yeah, just lyrically uninteresting.
Yeah, that's wild. That's
Yeah.
wild. I'd be annoyed. I'd be like, bro, just like fucking, can you just do it? Like, just I'll stand here. I'm annoyed
Stand?
at this point.
Standing?
You know, I don't know. I'm just saying, like 3 hours.
That's a weird image of the chick just standing there while he's just on the laying down, stroking his meat.
Like at that point, like how can I help you, because it's not working?
Well, first get a Little Caesars pizza, then you lay it on the bed.
Oh my god, ridiculous.
But yeah, I mean,
time.
yeah, it just wasn't a song that stood out to me. So I would say work on being more interesting lyrically and having a more catchy hook.
You're underwater.
Well, I
Now
didn't.
it's better.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome back.
Work on improving the entertainment value of the lyrics, and the production was okay. It just kind of felt it didn't feel as entertaining either. Seemed like you were the producer and then the artist was TTL, is what I'm gathering. But you know, I think as an overall package, it just could be better. I just don't. It didn't stand out to me as like this is the song that I'm gonna go back to and press the replay button on. I give it a 3. All right. Next up, Kashern already apologizing in the chat. That means we're in for a treat.
Love to see it.
Why?
Love to see it.
Why are
Started
you apologizing?
as practice playing the piano with 2 hands. Wish I would have came up with more lyrics instead of repeating myself. Also, not the normal music. Even
So,
better.
Don't comment on the lyrics.
The clear Kashern.
Clear.
I mean, do you at least like?
My brain, it runs for me over hills and downstream.
It's the vibe.
I found it.
It's like Arrow or Motley
Laying in
Crue
a field
almost.
daydreaming about yesterday when
Home?
I laid right down low
under that old oak tree as my brain fed me memories of them autumn leaves. Well, I guess you were right to go. I guess this place never really did feel like home. I guess you were right to go. I guess this place never really did feel like home. My brain, it runs for me over hills and downstream, and I found it through the trees, laying in a field daydreaming. Yes, he was, and I guess he was right to go. I guess this place never really did feel like home. I guess he was right to go. I guess this place never really did feel like home.
All right, that was The Clearing by Cash Sharon. I see the vision here. I don't mind it. I think that the piano is serviceable. The strings that you added in, like kind of at that climax moment, were a little bit too loud in comparison to everything else, and the drums were also like kind of overpowering. But I get where you were going with that. Lyrically, I don't mind it. I think the one thing that I would say, if I was talking about, you know, DJ Tongue, Hero, and Sotorius needing more emphasis, I think that you just sing this a little bit too timid. I wanted more passion out of the singing, because it just didn't feel like you were totally uncomfortable, but not necessarily like leaning into the passion that it felt like should come out of this song. So I think if you sung it with a little bit more passion and a little bit more expression, it would even itself out, and then all you'd have to worry about is like the mixing of the instrumentation. Where it's at, I'll give it a 7.
I thought that this was good. I think that, you know, the beat or the piano and the stuff that you added does end up getting very, very loud and very competitive with your vocal. I do think that you have a good vocal to you. Like you have a nice voice, a good tone. I do think that the quality of the vocal sounds off. Like definitely re-record and really try to get, you know, I don't know what kind of mic you use or anything like that, but yeah, it just seems like maybe try to re-record and really try to get a better quality on the actual waves, the actual audio file. But I do think the beat for sure has to come down, especially when it gets a little bit heavier and that tension builds, or you need to add more layers. So then you also build your tension throughout, you know, your song. But it does feel like it's more of a vulnerable type song, kind of more laid back. You have good breath control throughout it and stuff. Though I think that overall I liked your vocal dynamic and the mood conveyance that you have. But I do want, you know, more layers and, you know, a better mix on it and possibly just better quality from right from the get-go. I'm sure that you possibly do live stuff. But I think that was really, really good. I'm at an 8. I think that you're a really good artist. Very talented vocalist.
Just
I was trying to stretch it out so you could stop dying. Sorry.
Whooping cough burst.
Started going in circles.
No, you're great. Thank you for the extra time. I just had to, clear out my black lung pop. Shout out to fucking Brunos the bird with all the aura. I noticed that bird too. What a fire ass bird. As far as the song, that's pretty fire too. I see the vision. I see where you're going. I liked the piano. I liked your voice. I do think it felt like you were holding back a little bit, right? I think if you like elongate those words, if you emphasize, like really draw the emotion out of the delivery, that this song will slap even harder. But I liked it for what it was. I also will just double tap on the, like you can see it in the wave file. There's part that just gets super high. It's because the instrumentation gets a little too loud for what is comfortable for that song, for everything leading up to it and everything after it. So just kind of rethink that, maybe the section where all of the instrumentation comes in. Good job, though. I'll give it an 8.
Word. Next up, Heartbreaker, Gypsy Rose.
Drip Skywalker. Did you ever put in a song? Is that him?
This is Drip Skywalker right here.
Dope. Let's hear it. Let's see what you got.
We can make 1,000. We can take it. We can take 2,000. We can make it. Yeah. Whoa. I could take 1,000 pounds of love and smoke it with you. And I know you bout it, you don't roll no poop. Smoke the gas like a Saudi, lungs to bulletproof. No, it's kinda loud, we gonna blow up the roof. Yeah, would you stay with me, would you hold me down like a gypsy rope? Spend the day with me, we'll take your out to the Holy Ghost. Keep a K with me, oh yeah, just in case we close. I'm at this restaurant where they open my door. I be having problems when I'm talking to God. I don't really complain, I'm just thankful for mine. I don't know, I just keep going. I don't know, I just keep going. Fell asleep and slip right in the ocean. Will I wake up if I take this potion? Keep my cake up if I ever owe them. Now my cake up so I never owe them. I remember them times my girl would do just what I say, so I remember them times I would just walk around with the same hoes. Too tight, little Molly, they just skip class for the day club. I remember them times I was just, whoa, yeah, this girl stole my heart. Broke it all like she about to take a handlebar. She smoked it all and I swear that girl just did not call. I know it all, but I don't know how that heartbreak gonna hurt me. Yeah. I be talking to God. Whole lot of problems, I'm just thankful for pops. Whole lot of problems, I just keep going on. Whole lot of problems, I just keep going on. I be floating. 5-pack of the woods and now I'm toasted. Who knew what I could and now I'm OG. Know it all, but I don't know how that heartbreak gonna hurt. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Whoa, yeah, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
All right, that was Heartbreaker with Gypsy Rose.
I think I like the vision here. It's just it's lacking just a little bit on the execution for me. Like I liked the kind of punk rock instrumental from a technical perspective. Like the backing vocals were the same loudness as your main. Like it was really hard to hear your main. It was just buried so far deep in the mix. And then out of there, I would say there were parts where it felt like you were a little off tonally. And then there was also parts where it was like, I just wish you would have delivered it more confidently, or like just, you know, really put some emotion into it. So I think that's maybe the kind of theme for the night, perhaps, is like making sure to find that balance of like emotion and emphasis. You know, when you think about recording, it's a performance, you know, at the end of the day. So, you know, whether you're in an auditorium with 1,000 people and kind of projecting your voice to, you know, really connect with each person in that room, essentially that's what you're doing on the internet when you're sharing songs, right? It's the same sort of thing where a performance is expected. And I think this one felt like you were kind of going through the motions of reading the words on a page versus like performing, if if that makes sense. But I like what you tried to do here. I think it's just a little bit more on the delivery side that would get higher marks for me. I'd give it a 5.
Yeah, I like this overall. I think that, this kind of lies in the quality too here. I feel like, some of the delivery, it doesn't feel like you're using your authentic voice, especially, at the beginning when you're talking, like I want to hear you, using your diaphragm to like push, not using your throat to kind of ball up part of your voice and keep it held back. It feels like you're purposely holding yourself back, and you can actually hurt your throat singing like that too. But I deeper breaths and really, pushing out when you're singing in certain parts, and really trying to tighten up and maybe just using more of your authentic tone that you have in the more, talking laid back parts that you have like at the beginning, I think would be good. I think that, the mix needs definite EQ and stuff. Some of your layers, like some of them are on, and then you have some ad libs, and some of the ad libs that are a little bit stray, like a little bit off, sound like they're, should be a little bit more lined up, maybe with some delay on them instead of like set off from the other ones, or that those parts would benefit from layers with a little bit of tune on them too, because you are off key in a couple spots and everybody needs a little bit of tune. But I definitely think that, there's certain spots that it would just, help, especially when you are trying to hit those sustained notes, because it definitely, if you're using that tone, it's going to affect your breath control that you have as well to even hold out those notes or hit those notes. But yeah, overall, I'm at a 5 as well. I think that, some of your vocal sounds hollow. Sometimes it sounds full, but I really think that overall, it needs to have the layers that are, brought back a little bit, volume EQ'd out. The mix needs to be gone through, just a tad to bring those notes in range, and really using your diaphragm to get your vocal out there to really give that pitch clarity and, the vocal quality as well. So I would definitely maybe work on that and maybe try some warm-ups, with different breathings and trying, even different hummings and stuff. So
Yeah, the only thing really I would say differently, or I guess in the same line, like Bird said, I think all of your layers seem to be at the same volume. So learning to balance background vocals versus the lead vocals. My main issue listening on studio speakers is I couldn't hear you over the instrumentation mostly. Like it pretty much was washed away by the beat. So the vocals just need to be louder and more present on top of the beat. I don't know your level of skill as far as mixing, but if you aren't using a compressor could help. If you are using a compressor, use 2 compressors to kind of take the workload off of one compressor and still get that volume clarity that you need on top of a beat. But yeah, I agree that the tones are just off in some parts and it just needs more emotion in the delivery. But I see where you're going with it. Yeah, just the execution wasn't solid. I'd give it a 5 where it's at. All right. Looks like the last one for tonight is from Catalyst. Track never went back to finish up. Might go back to more layering now.
You're fucking underwater again, bro.
I have no idea what you just said. You're like, in a back, an attack, and a pack.
I have done nothing but sat here.
Yeah, it's not what your mic thinks.
Well, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah,
all right.
I can.
Well, here's Catalyst, Top Shelf.
Okay. Swear to God, if you fuck a turtle in this song, 0.
I've been working on myself a lot lately, and I ain't stopping till they put me on the top shelf. Pull me off the ledge and hope that I sell. Refining my soul, hope to find myself, but it's working out. Take it day by day. Put me on the road and I'll find my lane. Never face a foe without a price I'll take. Removing my life from any vice I'll make.
And it worked out. Took another chip at the stone. Start a rough shape on the details as I go. Similar to Smiths with an anvil. Hit after hit after hit. Striking like I'm in a standstill. Said I wouldn't get better if I don't try. Said that it'll all work out, but I lied. And know I'm saying that both faced a full fate. Can't let my dreams fade. Turn into a cold case. No, not never. Bitch, I am that much better. Dressed to the nines and ready for any weather that can come. Got this shit up under my thumb with the Forrest Gump stride, a generational run. I know that I'll prosper. I ain't worried if we'll sell, I'm thinking what it'll cost. Them impressions that I leave would emboss them. Grown through the cracks of the concrete and still found strength to blossom.
Roots showing, veins growing, like staying taller, fake smile, like I don't know where to go from here. All I know is I'm tired of being frozen fear. If my heart starts jumping, I can make it to the function. Maybe smile a little bit, but I'm just making an assumption. I don't know what it's like on the other side of life, but I'm dreaming of the day that I make it through this fight. Like, imagine waking up a smile on your face, breathing in the air, no denial in a trace. Finish all your goals, not deciding on your pace. I'm just trying to find out what that life really takes. Like, one step at a time, making my way, stay in this line, fuck what they say, pay me no mind. I'm stuck in this place, but I know it's my time.
It's my time.
I've been working on myself a lot lately, and I ain't stopping till they put me on the top shelf. Pull me off the ledge and hope that I sell. Refining my soul, hope to find myself, but it's working out. Take it day by day. Put me on the road and I'll find my lane. Never face a foe without a price I'll take. Removing my life from any vice I'll make.
Lately I've been trying to stop the scheming. Life's been lacking meaning, pleading on my hands and knees like, oh God, listen to me. Shit, this bitch always throwing obstacles at me with the worst intentions. Fuck the past aggressions, learn a lesson. Woke up on the wrong side, wrong bed, head hurting, word slurred, confidence none left, guilty of the negatives. I should probably look up at the stars and learn to count my blessings again. It's been a minute since my eyes glisten. I ain't tripping, but this feeling that my mind finds has me wishing on some better fucking days. I'ma make it to the top of this life that I made. No dipping on the past shit. I'ma take it to a face with a smile so big you can help a smile back. Get the kid and join in on the celebration. Welcome to the outcome, yeah, the graduation.
Work it out, that's all they ever tell me, yeah, throw me out. When it's overwhelming, happiness is overrated, an impossible dream. Easily toppled, there's no option, have you dropped to your knees? Stopping to breathe. How the fuck I'm supposed to smile all on top of this grief? Nothing left to choose, so I follow my dreams. But if you really knew the truth, it wasn't good as it seems. I'm sick of catching 22s, feeling like I'm born to lose. Always saying coming soon, now I gotta pay some dues. Rolling up my sleeve, tie that boots and get a move on. I'll swim through any shit just so y'all can get your groove on. Maybe make a little money and get out of this mess. Be a hell of a lot better than just working to death. Pay some suits when reality sets. Laying back in my palace, I can finally rest.
Right, that was Catalyst and a bunch of other young Caucasian men with Top Shelf. I have different feelings about this. I think that you all did. I think that your parts, like you mentioned, you could definitely go with some re-recording and be a little bit more confident in your delivery. I'm assuming that's Waterboy and Griff. I don't remember who the other members of 4th Street are, but I know that Waterboy is on here. I think that they did a good job. However, the absence of a hook, it makes the song feel like it goes on forever. And there's no, like, as good as the beat is, there's no, like, breakup for me to enjoy the beat with, like, a complementing hook. And I think the absence of a hook is a setback for the song because it feels like it takes forever to get to the conclusion of it. So the only other thing I would say is the mix just feels a little crisp and sharp in the ears. It needs a little bit more smoothness in the EQs, but your verse could certainly use some polishing in terms of the delivery. So I would give this a 7 where it's at.
Cody Nash sighting. Yeah, man. I thought here's the tough part is, like, for me, the biggest thing here that just jumps out at me is all of the qualities are different. Every single mix, every single, like, I'm sure you guys all just recorded on whatever you recorded on, but ideally you'd have a way in the mix to kind of make it make sense. And, like, from your voice to the first one that came in, I hated that effect, that kind of tinniness, whether that's the quality, whether that's just like a high pass filter. Like it just sounded so different. And then each new person that came on, it sounded so different. And then the other thing, kind of like Dice was saying, is like the hook is what ties all these sort of things together, right? Like you have a cool beat. This beat demands a cool hook. I don't think that the 8-bar thing that you did there is exactly it to kind of tie it all together, but I'd love just like a quick, since you have long 3 verses on here plus yourself, like just a quick 4-bar break in between the artists. When the 2 artists went back to back on that 3rd verse, I was like, oh my God, dear God, especially with the difference in the qualities. But I do respect everybody had something different to bring to this, and I think everybody did a good job. Like the flows, the cadences, like there's confidence there, and I think everyone brought something different to the track. It just cohesively didn't make as much sense. Maybe if you were to revisit, get a hook and take one of the verses off. Your choice. They're all pretty much even to me. That's what I would suggest. It's a 7 today.
Yeah, I thought that this was good overall. I think that, you all have a good flow and everything. I do think that the main thing for me, too, is the quality differences between them. Just possibly finding a way to, get more cohesive on that end. And I know that it's hard to mix when you're getting a lot different stems between people. Trust me, I'm sure that I've giving people run for their money just on 2 different mics myself with the same voice. But I definitely think that, I agree with the tinniness being, kind of surrounding and especially through to the end. But I do feel like, were you the first? He was the first, right? Catalyst was? Yeah, I think that I liked your verse the best. I think that you had a really good inflection and left, some of your words hanging good, and then you came in and you sounded like loose, a tad. So I was like, oh, look at you. You've really been getting a lot better at rapping. I just wanted to go ahead and say that because I know that that wasn't the first thing that you did. I'm pretty sure you came in here as an engineer, right?
No, he's always been producer, engineer, rapper.
Okay, well, it doesn't seem like I didn't think that it was your first avenue, but I think that you are definitely growing in it, and I think that you sound good. I definitely think that getting the mix more cohesive would enhance this a little bit better and just really help it. I am at an 7.8.
You're underwater again.
That's what I thought, because you wanted to start rapping. That's what I thought. I'm not crazy.
What about now?
Mm-hmm.
That's better.
Maybe I'll just not talk when other people are talking. Luke, you can send your song in the Discord. There's a couple feedback channels. There's Sunday stream feedback, which is for free. And then tonight, Wednesdays, we do subscribers. So anybody who subscribed on Twitch, Discord, or a member on YouTube, that's what we're doing this evening. But you can get in line for Sunday. I would say get in there sooner rather than later because it's filling up. But unless you wanted to get played tonight by subscribing, you could tip $5 or gift a sub or just go ahead and subscribe. We got one more in the queue for tonight with the subscribers from, looks like All Savant has returned yet again to the Discord, and he's got something called Hack Alum. No. It's called Song Starter. Thank you,
Take that, you filthy animals.
All right, let's listen to All Savant.
Solid up, I was solid up. You was my friend. You were my best friend. My best friend. Until you
All right, that was Song Starter by Au Savant. Any thoughts?
Look, short and sweet. It felt like he had backing vocals in all the worst randomness places. Like there was no thought put towards the song structure, but there never is. When it was just your main, parts of it were tonally off, and parts really worked. I liked the parts that worked and didn't like the parts that didn't. All of that would have been buffed out if you would have done more layers. And easy fix, we say it every time, do fucking layers. And when you did do layers, it just made no sense, because why? 6.
Yeah, like I think that your vocal sounds good. We obviously know it does. You had good melodic variations and harmonies and such, you know, nice rich harmonies, emotional layering throughout it, but also like, you know, it's always a starter. It's kind of the same thing. Here we go back to the kindling, the little fire starters. You know, we still got to hear you do full stuff more often than like once every now and then, that's actually cohesive. But I think that, you know, overall your vocal sounds good and everything, good breath control. Would like more, just more, I guess. I'll give you 7.
What do I think about this? I don't feel like you ever really actually sing. Like I think maybe 2 songs out of everything that you sent, you actually like go in and actually use your diaphragm and sing. You just kind of do this like half whispering, note taking, half moaning. Yeah, like like it's not really singing. It's just like I'm using my vocals at the regular tone. So due to the lack of singing, same thing that we've been telling people all night, like there needs to be more passion, more emphasis in what you're saying and how you're saying it. And it just feels like a half thought, like nothing really is complete here for me to really be excited about. So if this was a song starter, I would say don't finish it. I give this a 4. All right, that's it for tonight. Anything else? Anybody else had anything?
My Lean into the Chaos is out, so you can listen to it again. Debert, I know you loved that one. But
the single or the album?
Just the single one. I didn't
You have an
release
album
all my
coming up
square
soon?
stuff. Yeah, I do soon. Just trying to get the last of it all together. Got to get some mixes tightened up and get a hook recorded. Getting me a G Baby hook.
Oh, fun. There you have it. Lean into the Chaos. Available now. Check it out. Nikki Joe on
Put it in
socials.
now playing. Yeah.
There you go.
Check out our stuff on Bandcamp.
Yeah, we have a full album out from basically getting together for the first time in a mansion. We recorded both the documentary as well as an entire album. I think 18 songs made the album. 33 were made during that week that we all spent together. So you can check that out on our website. There's links everywhere. Last mixtape available on Amazon Prime, Apple TV. You know the drill. I just wanted to shout out basically everyone who has provided feedback for us so far. Love to hear it. Honestly, it's been dope kind of hearing your guys' thoughts. So, if you've shared that with us, you liked it, awesome. Continue to do so. And even more importantly, go on to Amazon or Apple TV and share the thoughts there because every 5-star rating helps us out a lot too.
We'll be back Sunday to listen to the free queue, or if you are a subscriber, we'll be back to do this again on next Wednesday. Also, if you're a producer and you signed up for the producer tournament and you have not submitted a pre-tournament beat, you have 3 more days to do that. Otherwise, you will be removed from the tournament. And then we'll get things rocking and rolling on September 8th Absolutely. So, excited to see what production comes out of this. Already been better.
Aquaman.
We're out of here. We're leaving. We're bye.
It was going so smoothly. Bye.